Imagine being a simple farmer in Haryana, surrounded by wheat and silence. And then suddenly, a bunch of city kids in Mumbai are yelling at your scarecrow in. That's how I accidentally became a teacher, without ever leaving my field. Here's how it all went down. It started with an email. Yes, I check it once a month on my son's phone. And this time, buried under spam and a warning from my bank, there was a message from something called a Delhi NGO. They wanted to partner with a real Indian farm to create for city school kids. Farming in 360 degrees, they said. Virtual wheat, they said. At first I thought it was a scam. I even asked my cousin in Gurgaon if someone can, but they offered a monthly rent of Rs 15,000 to place cameras, sensors, and a 360-degree drone on my field, and promised not to disturb the crops. I said yes, because come on, Rs 15,000 a month for? I've made less working a full week in the sun. A crew of techies showed up the next week. One had blue hair, one wore Crocs with LED lights, and one kept calling my cow aesthetic. They placed cameras in my field, attached sensors to my irrigation system, and even put a GoPro on my dog. I asked, why Sheru? They said, kids love animals. Within a week, I noticed something strange. Every morning at exactly 8:30, Sheru would run to a specific corner of the field and sit, facing the same camera. Turns out, kids from a school in Mumbai had started naming the parts of my field. That corner, they called it my water pump and tractor. They renamed it. One student even made a full animated story. Where was the villain trying to destroy Wheatlandia with bad irrigation? I didn't know whether to laugh or water their imaginations. Then came the drama. One evening,
Welcome,
the
and
NGO
thank you
team
for
called in a
calling.
panic.
You will be connected
Uncle, we
with
have
a
a problem.
representative.
The VR data from your field went on Reddit. I asked, what's a Reddit? Some kind of fertilizer? Apparently a clip of me feeding Sheru while chasing a cow off the camera went viral. People around the world started watching my farm, thinking it was one artist in Germany wanted to do a digital art piece titled, and then a group of students tried to the VR stream to plant their own crops in my field using AI overlays. One day I woke up to find my wheat looking like on the VR feed. Confused tourists started showing up asking to experience the mango fields of Punjab. I said, beta, wrong state, wrong crop, wrong reality. But here's the kicker. A major edtech company offered to my VR field footage for their virtual farming course. They also wanted to sponsor the first ever hosted entirely on the prize, Rs 5 lakhs. My only condition, they must call it. So now, thanks to some cameras and a dog with main character, my field earns more in than it ever did with crops. I still farm the land, but now I'm also in education, without stepping foot in a classroom. And Sheru, he's got a sponsorship deal with a pet food company. Moral of the story? Don't underestimate your land or your dog, because in 2025,